Hey, what's up, team? This is Eddie Gray. Welcome to the channel. This is the alchemy trick that no one ever taught you. As you can see here, I am switching from preset to preset. Some would say I'm morphing in between these by the hit of a key switch. Now that can be determined down here in this menu. Click on the down arrow menu and set to the appropriate octave range, in this case C-2. Now what I'm proposing today is that we do something a little bit off the book. We're going to go ahead and create a articulation set, and what that's going to do is it's basically going to allow us to create this system kind of behind the scenes where we can switch from preset to preset without using the articulation switches. Now you can see I've already done a little bit here. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this off screen. So, you know, we're not wasting any time here, but essentially you want to go into the articulations menu, hit that plus symbol, go into output, make sure this is a note on message, and then finally go through the appropriate, in this case, key switch. So yeah, let me go ahead and just do this off screen, and then I'll meet you here in a bit. Okay, so you can see that now I am making all of those changes and everything is switching the way that it's supposed to. Now here's the magical part. After I save this, we want to make sure that in this screen, when we click in the piano roll, when we click on the note itself, when we control click, we can see all of the articulations in this menu. Now you can name this accordingly. I'm just doing this for the sake of time, but here's the important part now. Listen to the sample that I'm going to work with here. So this is how this trick is going to work. I'm going to go into my snap to grid system here, and I'm going to select division. Now remember that I want to have my scissor tool selected, and now depending on where I position the mouse in proportion to the grid, I'm going to cut up this specific region into 16 different regions. Now, this is important because now, depending on how you want to do this, you can take a simple idea like this. All right, and let's say we wanted to then, let's say, switch the second one, and again, you can access the contextual menu and go into articulation, or you could just click here and select articulation preset number 2. This time I'll switch over to 6, and obviously we're just trying things out, being creative. I don't know what's gonna work, but let's have fun with it. So I'll select these two, go back to articulation, let's go to 8. I'll select those two, I'll pick 6, we'll do 7 for that, and then finally 8 for these last 2 sections. So you see what's happening. Rather than me having to click to create a MIDI note, make the adjustment necessary. You know, sometimes key switching can be a bit laborious in that I have to line it up appropriately to the grid. You don't have to do any of this anymore. If you just set up this articulation switching in advance, this is all available to you on screen. So just bear in mind that the octave range is set here. And now let's just check out the result. Here we go. So that's not bad if you think about the fact that I started with a really simple idea that was fairly stagnant. So sometimes you have a fairly simple chord progression, but you need to bring some love to it, some swag, and so this is a really good idea. So again, create an articulation set inside of the track inspector, and then once you do, make sure you save it appropriately. You can always edit this menu. And then after that, this is going to switch between preset to preset. Check it out. Now, of course, the ticket would be after this to bounce that to audio, and then you can do some further editing after that. So let's assume all of this is privy, and we want to make a couple more adjustments. Okay, so like right there, we'll just do a quick slowdown. All right, yeah, I'll click there, hit Control-Shift-R to reverse. All right, guys, hey, go ahead and support the channel. If you want to check out more of my courses, I do have a link in the description, and when you click on that link, that pays the channel back. So thank you guys so much for supporting. We have lots more coming by way of Logic, by way of mixing and mastering. If you have any questions, just go ahead and hit me up in the comments. All right, take good care. Stay up.